watch all the way to the end of the video. We're going to share with you what is the walk-away price for Orie. Yeah, hi guys, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
This is our first video for January. So this year, what is our objective for them?
Our objective, remember in our previous video, we say we want to deep dive into projects, right? So
Yes.
The first upcoming project, which is I think is a blockbuster. What is it?
It is Orie at Toa Payoh, so we'll jump straight to it. End of the day, we just want you to make money this year, make more money this year.
And as mentioned, also we are here to actually create value and to actually give you all insights and studies of what we perceive for you to make value and wealth creation.
Okay, so a lot of people is looking to buy Orie. So if you are one of them, I think we're going to go through with you what is some of our walk-away price for Orie. So everything can be fanciful, but end of the day, if the price is not right, it's going to be a bad investment. Okay, so watch all the way to the end of the video. We're going to share with you what is the walk-away price for Orie.
Yeah, you really got to stay tuned. So if you want to know and make more money buying the same development with other people, really got to stay tuned all the way to the video. We will really give you the walk-away price.
Okay, we'll show you which layout is better as an investment. And now we'll just jump straight into it.
Okay, so first of all, let's study the Orie site plan. All right, so this is a beautiful development of two blocks with a 40-story, which is quite high. All right, so if you were to see that the Orie for the north facing and south facing, there are only two types of facing. Either you face north or you face south. Now, Alex, yourself, what is your preferred in terms of your facing?
I think for this project, Orie itself, as an investor, I would prefer to buy something facing the southwards.
Oh, why?
A bit more towards the positive feng shui of it.
Space also got feng shui.
Yeah, we're doing investment, right? You want to sell it easy. You want next time, buyers to buy. Sometimes after investing a few projects, you roughly know what kind of, projects face where it's good. So for Orie itself, it's better to actually get the south facing.
Okay.
South facing.
All right. Okay. So just to let you know, in every block there is this 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, and of course one of the blocks have the 5 bedroom, the other one has the 4 bedroom. All right, we'll zoom into the details of the layout of the first the 1 bedder. Okay, so there are only one type of 1 bedroom, which is 517 square feet, and it's actually in 2 stacks.
Yeah, and I see this is a 1+ study, which is good.
Yep.
So there's an extra study that you can actually make it into a storeroom, right? This layout.
So typically all this 1+ study, don't think of any enclosed kitchen. It was always parallel towards your walkway, so don't think of enclosed kitchen, usually very, very rare. Of course, standard layout, all right, you can actually put a 4-seater dining, then probably a 2-seater sofa in your living dining area. And of course, plus point for this is that the master and the master bath is actually, there's a Jack and Jill, because some of them usually don't have.
Okay, so for this kind of 1 bedroom unit types, right, as mentioned, I would prefer the south facing first. So if it's a south facing, probably I will get this stack 14 first as my first priority, and then stack 4. Okay, so I think this is for me. Okay. And what about if I'm going to buy a 1+ study, which unit should I buy first? High floor first or low floor first? Or
So as an investor, what we do is usually we will find the cheapest quantum, right?
Yes.
Because tenant don't really pay you a premium even if you are mid-floor or high floor, because the view for the north or south are practically not much of a view. All right. So for myself personally, usually I will advise my client to actually go in by the cheapest.
Buy the cheapest unit from the low floor all the way up.
That's correct.
Right? So we'll share with you what is the walk-away price later on, in terms of the low floor, the mid-floor, and the high floors, for all the unit types.
Okay. So this one, we'll right now go into our 2 bedrooms. All right. So if you are looking at 2 bedrooms, they have a few types. All right. One is the 2 bedroom with 1 bath, which is 592 square feet. The other one is actually a 2-bed, 2-bath, which is 646 and 678 square feet. Then lastly, we have the 2-bedroom plus study, which is the 700 square feet. All right. So personally, for myself, you are looking for 2-bedroom, you have the budget. Please, as I mentioned again, try to stretch your budget a bit. Don't go for the 2-bed, 1-bath. All right, because I have tried to sell the resale market two bed one bath. Usually, when a buyer comes, if they have young children, they will always throw me this question. Early morning, we got only one bathroom. So my husband usually take the phone, sit inside for 45 minutes. So where do me and my children go and bathe? So this is actually one of the reason a lot quite difficult to sell for the two bed one bath.
Yeah, so the 2 bed, 2 bath will definitely be easier to resell. And looking at it, the difference in size is probably only 40 over square feet.
Yep.
Not a lot. I think this is actually worth it to actually buy the 2 bed, 2 bath if possible.
Yeah. So for the two bed, two bath, we have two types. One, as I mentioned, B2 type, which is a 646 square feet. This is a dumbbell layout. I personally love this type of dumbbell layout as an investor or even for own stay. Why? Because there's no wastage on the walkway space. Secondly, you have actually two master bath attached. It's look like a master bath because the common bedroom has also a Jack and Jill with the common bathroom. So if you are looking at rental, you are able to fetch higher rental yield to rent out actually two master bedroom. Okay. Then the other one, which is the 678 square feet one, is actually a conventional layout, which means there's a walkway leading to the two bedrooms. Then the master bedroom has their own attached toilet. So if I were to choose for the 2 bed, 2 bath, I will personally choose the stack B2, which is the 646 square feet.
So our first choice for 646 square feet, I think will be at stack 11, right?
Which is your facing stack 1.
So the first choice for our B2 layout, which is the 2 bed, 2 bath, will be stack 1, okay, which is actually the south facing.
Correct.
You can go back to the site plan.
All right. So if you were to go back to the site plan.
Okay, so what is the first choice for our 2 bed, 2 bath?
So our first choice for 2 bed, 2 bath is our first choice for our 2 bed, 2 bath will be stack 1.
Stack 1, facing the southwards direction.
Not only is facing south, there's also a water feature that you are able to look upon.
Of course, the second choice, then definitely is only left with the stack 11.
Yep, which is stack 11. Of course, I think this will also be quite premium because it's facing the lap pool and there's a distance away from the next building, which is across the road.
Okay, so of course, if you cannot afford, then you go for the 2 bed, 1 bath. It's still a good investment.
As long as you buy, right? So that is the
as long as it's within our walk-away price.
Correct. As long as within our walk-away price. Okay.
Next up, we're going to look at the 3 bedrooms.
Okay. Now, of course, 3 bedroom, we have the compact, which is the C1 type. That is 850 square feet. So the 850 3 bedroom, there are 2 stacks. All right, but only one type of layout. So for people that you don't need a storeroom, all this, basically you can just purchase this 850 square feet.
Okay, so they're actually on stack 16 and stack 6. So which are the 2 stacks for this 3 bedroom layout?
So the 2 stacks for the 850 will be stack 6. All right, which is C1 type. The other one is the south facing. So if you were to make a choice, remember Alex, south facing feng shui is better
for this project, not for all projects.
Not for all projects. So stack 16 will be your top priority if you were to buy.
Yes.
Okay. The other 3 bedroom layout are the premium layout, which is 1023 and 1044 square feet. Okay.
So is it good for investment? These are the 1023 versus the 850 square feet.
Definitely there are pros because why? It comes with a bomb shelter. So usually people buying 3 bedroom will have family, right?
Yeah, so
then they need a helper's room.
Yeah, so this is a matured, estate. People who upgrade definitely have a medium-sized family, so they would have prefer a maid's room.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this will act as a maid's room for the family. All right. For the 3 bedroom compact, are people probably couple or just a one kid, don't have a helper. All right. So for 1023 and 1044, not much of a diff. The only difference is only at the walkway area if you were to compare. All right. And also, seriously, the living dining is about the same.
So where is it facing?
Okay,
stack
if you were to
7
see
and stack
the
13.
facing, that is the facing, which is stack 7. This is 1044. Then of course we have the 1023, which is stack 13.
Yeah. So of course, if you want a bit more budget, it's going to be stack 7 because it's facing a bit more the entrance, lower floor. But as mentioned, I think 13 will be the better views.
I personally will also choose 13 because it's value for money. For the additional 20 square feet, you don't get much of a diff in terms of the bedroom or the living area.
Yeah, so we will see stack 7 probably have a lower per square foot because it's slightly bigger, but developer probably will price it slightly lower, just to make it a bit more attractive.
Correct. All right. So if you are for our choice, if you are looking at the premium, please do go for the stack 13, which is 1023 square feet.
Yes. So next unit we'll be looking at it's more of the 4 bedrooms, but our 4 bedrooms are good investment though.
4 bedrooms. Buy as big as you can. That's always we tell people because why the profit is actually times by the square foot.
Yeah, so real estate investment is all about size sometimes, right? So of course, if you can stretch a little bit, so actually we're not asking you to stretch. By right, MAS, all the TDSR is already in place already, right? So it's all about affordability. If you can afford a bigger, why go for a smaller?
Correct.
Right? Because real estate prices go up in percentages, right? So if you increase by 10%, right? 10% on $1 million and 10% on $2 million, it's still 10%. So given that chance, is always go for as big as you can within your affordability.
So we have done studies, so many studies. The 4-bedder right now are crazy. Then Jetscape Penthouse recently came out. They make how much?
Yeah, if you have a lot of money, you go and buy our five bedrooms down here, right? So you see now we are looking more on the investment point of
Yeah.
view. But if you are really someone that is really like an alligator, you want that big margins, of course the biggest unit, right? So that unit Jetscape, I think 6 million was sold for 10 million. $4 million profit.
$4 million profit. Yeah, correct.
Big
correct.
and unique layouts.
Okay.
But now we come back to the
Yep,
investment
we come back to the Orie for the 4 bedrooms.
versus
Okay, so there are 2 stacks for the 1216 square feet. This is not the premium one. Both are similar, so actually the layout is also quite similar. Not much of a diff. The only difference is same thing at the walkway area. Okay. So if you were to choose the layout for the 4 bedroom.
stack 8 and stack 17.
Okay, so this is the stack
17.
17. Then we have the stack 8.
Wow, both also facing south.
Then which one to choose, right? So personally for me, for myself, if usually 4-bedder, what we want is quiet. Also the swimming pool, lap pool.
Be easier to resell in future.
Yes.
You get more buyers are willing to pay more for this.
Yeah, and the distance even block to block is about 43 meters, which is actually very good distance apart.
So it's quite a clear choice, huh?
Yeah.
That's why.
So and number is nice, stack 8, So you can get 0808. If you are lucky enough, I think you should go for the 0808.
Hey, there's another layout which is actually our dual key.
All right. So
There's a dual key layout in
3
Orie.
bedrooms. So not actually it's quite unique also because not a lot of place they actually do dual key. All right. So this is actually a 3-bedroom dual key with 1130 square feet.
So is it a good investment as an investor?
As an investor, definitely this will give you better yield than the normal 3-bedroom. But if you are looking at capital appreciation in a short period of time, then I would prefer the normal 3-bedroom.
Because a dual key will be slightly harder to resell.
Yes, correct.
Because in terms of normal family, they want a normal 3-bedroom, right? So this will be for investors that want to go for the yield play.
Yeah, or basically will be multi-generation next time to resell value to people that are multi-generation. Basically, are staying with parents, all this, all right? Okay, so it's only 1 stack, 39 units. So if you are looking at really yield not to sell in the next 5 years and above and below, probably I think then you go for the dual key. Then of course right now we'll go for the 4-bedroom plus study. Okay, this is also 1 stack and a stack also 18. Wow, this developer put all the good stack all at
Nice number.
18, all nice number. All right, this is actually 1367 square feet. Okay,
So it's bigger than the 4-room.
definitely is bigger than the normal 4-room just now that we saw. All right, you can see that the length is also longer. All right, for the normal 4 room is 6.3. This is about 10.7 to the walkway area.
So should I buy the plus study or no study?
Uh, so if you have money, as mentioned just now, you want to make more money. There's only one stack of 4 bedroom plus study, which is 1367 square feet. Usually, this type of people will be family quite a fair bit. I mean, a lot of
Because
children.
I do see this study there's windows, so it can actually be a mini 5 bedroom.
Yes,
So it's
yep,
a good purchase
So
if
you
you
can
want.
see this is actually the window itself. So you can actually do a 5 bedroom. Anyway, these are all PVC format. So you cannot hack away the wall. All right, but you are able to shift the door of the master. If you want to be a master, to shift it outwards over here, then you can have your
Walk-in wardrobe. Oh, this is a big one, huh?
Not enough, another walk-in wardrobe or a combination of walk-in wardrobe with a study or workplace area for the spouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it's a good layout to have a 4 plus study, for this layout. Yeah, you can pick it up as a good investment because you have your study, you also have a home shelter,
Correct.
which is good.
So after comparing everything, right now, that's the
Most
moment
exciting part.
you're waiting for, right? What will be the walk away price for people that have not been to new launch? Usually you will be very worried because why? What is a price? What first of all is what is my queue number? What if I get a lousy queue number? This is always my thought. Should I buy or should I not buy? If you are the top 100, definitely it's a must buy because there's plenty of units for you to choose, right? If you are actually on the later queue onwards, a lot of people has already gotten some of the good buys. Then should I commit or shouldn't I?
So you must pray for a good number. Must pray for good number. If not, you have no chance to get a unit.
Yeah,
But again, it still comes down to the price.
correct.
Okay, so we have analyzed a lot of different projects, from the past success project from Chuan Park, from Nava Grove, from Emerald of Katong, at least for the last 3 months. So we actually know where is the direction of this pricing is heading. Okay, so maybe shall we deep dive into the pricing now?
Correct. So we actually have a framework also to come up with this pricing. It's not anyhow just plucked from the sky. Of course, this is our little secrets. Our framework. I cannot share everything but we'll give you the price. What is the walk away? So if your queue is not that good, you are there and you are able to check the price. Usually you are able to check the price. You know whether to buy or not to buy.
Okay, so basically the developer bought the land for 1360 per square foot per plot ratio. Okay, so you need to add in construction costs, you need to add in professional fees, architect fees, and all the miscellaneous and show flat. They're going to build show flat for you. So all this adding in, there will be a average, break-even price, by the developer. Okay, and the break-even price, will be 2790. Okay, so 2790 is actually the average break-even price. Okay, so sometimes developer may actually price it higher because it's on the premium. Sometimes it will go lower because it's lower floors and things like that. Okay, so we're talking about the break-even price is at 2790. Okay, but this doesn't justify the walk-away price. Okay, so this is a 40-story development. So we need to break it into low floor, mid floor, and high floor. So there will be a different range in terms of prices. Okay, so if you look at our low floor, okay,
What is low floor?
our low floor probably you can look at around lesser than 13 floors, right? So lower than 13 floors, we classify it as low floor. Then from 14, all the way to 26, we can classify it as a mid floor, and 27 onwards, it's going to be high floors. Okay, so we actually have this 3 tier. So in terms of the low floor, okay, what is
You want to show them the view or not?
Yeah, we can show them the view.
We show you the view If not, you don't know what are we talking about.
Yeah.
We
show them a level
20
this is level.
This is level 20. 15.
So we show them a level 15.
Level 15. Just to show you, we have a drone shot. All right. This is Alex's favorite feng shui. This is south view.
South facing, south views.
So this is the south view. Now
level 15.
Level 15. So it's quite unblocked because in front is a 4-story HDB shop house. Okay. Now then, if you were to turn, this is your north view overlooking into Bishan.
Okay.
So seriously, not much of a view.
Yeah. So that's why I love the south of this.
Okay.
So for this, in terms of its walk away price, we have already calculated its break even. And of course, because it's a low floor, it should be priced around 2651 per square foot. Okay, for the low floors. Okay, so you look at the price matrix. Okay, so now let's look into the price matrix based on our low floor walk away price of 2651. So where will 2651 range?
It will be here.
Okay, so as you can see, so if it's a 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, okay, so it's around 1.7. So this is our walkaway price, which means, okay, if you can get anything lower, just grab.
Yeah. Anything below 13th floor, less than 1.711, no brainer. Just grab.
Just grab.
Okay.
So now, if we go to the mid floor, okay, so the mid floor will be our break-even price of 2790 per square foot. Mid floor meaning 15 floors all the way to
25.
25th floor.
Yeah. So this will be the column of mid-floor prices.
Yeah. So it's 2790. Okay. And of course, for those who love the high floors, okay, but as an investor, remember, always try and get the low floor first.
Correct.
But balanced units, you still can buy, right? So if the higher floor, definitely there'll be some premium, and the walk away price will be 2930 per square foot.
We'll be looking at this column.
Yes. Okay. So if you can get something lower than this, please buy. But if it's more, trust me, there will be another project for you next time. Don't worry about it.
Don't need to rush.
Don't need to rush and go into the hype.
Yeah, but because your objective is to make money, right? And
Yes.
make more money than your neighbors.
Yes. So I hope this video will give you some insights on how to select the units, what are the unit types, and of course the walk away price.
That's the most important.
That's the most important. Those who are actually looking to invest in Orie, okay, you really need professional advice. Okay, you don't have any agents to help you. You can actually contact us.
Free for you to help you to analyze and select units for you.
Okay, so I hope you can make more money this year in 2025. And feel free to like and share our videos. And
Hope you all what.
good luck, guys.
All right, good luck, guys.